Hey, folks, welcome to the show. My brother's joint in a new studio, as you can see. To my right, as usual, my brother Gary, and our returning guest, Edmund Brown.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing? It's great to be back again. We managed to make a couple episodes beforehand, but some big changes have happened. I've moved up to Ontario now, so fuck COVID.
I hear that.
Touching them.
Fuck. No
I just
doubt.
wanted to send a little shout out to all my kids and my grandkids back in Nova Scotia. I miss you guys so much. I love you. But it's time to get back to the show.
Yeah.
So, Ed, what's up?
Oh, well, same old crap down here.
You got a little bit of a Lloyd Christmas haircut on the go.
You always got something different going on whenever you come on.
Yeah, follically, you're always
Bananas.
different.
Yeah, you always got a haircut or a beard trim going on. It's weird.
What's your point?
Well, I'm just saying. But no worse than the shit show that we watched last night.
Oh,
Just,
Yeah,
holy
I
fuck.
never watched the fights, but I've heard nothing but bad things about it.
there was one decent fight,
Yeah,
and that was the fight right before the main card.
yeah.
But, oh, man.
With legit boxers.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was a real fight. It was a ranked fight.
Mm.
It
But
was a good
Yeah.
duke 'em out battle. Like, they had a real good, solid fight.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then Logan and Mayweather came up.
It was interesting, don't get me wrong, and I get it. Like that they both made a ton of money from it. Floyd made 100 million and Logan was projected to make 20 million or something like that. So,
Just so anybody knows, Floyd Mayweather, you want to come knock me the fuck out? $20 million?
yeah, we're
I'm
both
there.
down.
We'll sign up.
we'll do
We'll
like-
10 million each. You can knock us both the fuck
We'll do a
out.
sideshow where you fight both of us. And beat
Yeah.
the fuck out
Hey.
of both of us. I don't care.
Hey,
It'll-
here's the
it'll
thing.
take it too.
I'll do you one better. I'll do it for $1 million.
Yeah, no shit, right? Holy fuck, man.
Stop being greedy, boys.
But
Fuck.
I don't know. It seemed to me like it was planned, and I don't mean
You mean like the fight itself, or like?
I can't say
the
planned, not
results,
not
outcome.
not scripted like a wrestling match, but
Mm.
it looked to me just between their mannerisms between each other that they had talked before the fight, and Floyd had said like, I won't knock you out or anything. Like, I'm going to hit you with some stiff ones.
Yeah.
So it looks good, but like, I'm going to hold back. Like, to me, it looked like Floyd carried him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he
For
pretty
8
much
rounds.
did.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
For
So-
most
so
of the
it
fight,
was-
Logan was literally wrapped around
I
him.
don't understand how the greatest boxer on the planet ever, arguably, not even arguably, goes the distance with a guy who's had one boxing match against a YouTuber
Hold on.
Yeah.
They went all 12 rounds.
in the 8 rounds. It was an exhibition.
Oh, they went 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
still, it went the
yeah. That
distance.
don't
Still,
seem right.
you
That-
think
And,
you
and
could
I
go-
fucking laughed. I was laughing so hard. The funniest part of the whole fight, right after the fight, the interviewer guy's there and they're 6 feet away, and he comes up and he's like, "How does it feel to have gone the distance with one of the greatest fighters of all time?" I'm like, well,
You
I don't
did.
really think that's accurate. Just
No.
because you ran out the clock. Because like when he said he carried him, Ed, he fucking literally carried him.
There was
Logan
time.
So it wasn't
hugged
so much-
him for most of the fight.
Okay, so it wasn't so much a scripted fight as it was Floyd was taking it easy on him.
That's what
It
I
was
mean.
a fucking
It
lazy
clearly wasn't
fight.
scripted.
There was probably like
So it was like-
maybe
so it was
4
like-
or 5 good punches from
Yeah.
Paul. Don't
Like-
get me wrong; he
and-
did get
Yeah,
him
yeah.
a couple times,
And-
but
And don't get me wrong, he the few times that he did hit him hard, he fucking hit him.
yeah,
And like,
Well, he's a big
kudos to
fucking guy.
Logan Paul for taking the shots that he took. But there was a lot of times that Floyd set up the right hand and never threw it.
yeah.
And if he would have,
Mm.
he'd have put him to sleep.
Well, Logan's
for
hands were
sure.
down here the whole fight.
The whole fight. His corner was
Well,
going,
like that.
put your fucking hands up, man. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Just
Well, maybe when Floyd got out there and seen what this guy was, he was just like, "Man, I can't open up on this guy. I'll kill him."
Oh, he would. He
Like, so
would
maybe
have
that's why he
murdered
held
him.
back a little, right?
I mean, Logan's
Like
a
literally
big dude.
could have killed him.
He's a monster,
Like,
man.
Logan weighed in
After
at
watching his
190.
training and stuff and seeing him there, like
Yeah.
he is
And
thick boy.
Floyd weighed in at 155.
Yeah.
But realistically,
That's a
though,
big difference.
I mean,
Oh, Mayweather could have took his head
oh,
off.
for sure.
that's what I mean. If you know how, like, if you're a professional boxer and it don't matter the size of the other guy, if he can't take the hit the same, you could kill him, right?
Well, I mean, Floyd can throw a punch
Oh my god,
like hard.
he
There's
does
no
have
That's what I
knockout
mean.
power for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He can definitely knock out anybody who's not a like professional fighter.
Yeah.
Like if that
Well, I
fight,
could even knock out professional fighters if they're not ready for it.
yeah, well, it's exactly. But like if that fight was against a UFC guy like Tyron Woodley or something, I could see him going the distance
Yeah.
because he's a tried,
Yeah, he's a
tested,
seasoned
battle-proven guy.
fighter.
But a YouTube, I mean, maybe Logan's way tougher than maybe he's one of those abnormal freaks that's super tough.
Well, but at the
I don't
same time, like after watching the beforehand interviews with him and like
Yeah.
when they showed his training and all that stuff,
Yeah,
even when he was like in the deepest parts of his training, he wasn't looking overly exhausted. He wasn't looking
Yeah.
drained. He wasn't like super sweating or nothing. During that fight, he was fucking so
he's pretty tired.
gassed. Right
But-
from the end of round 2, he was fucking
Yeah.
out.
And then after round 3, it was worse. Out
Well, that's when it just became a hanging game. You just hang around, hang off him,
like
hang
lean
off
on
him.
him.
Well,
the
I
whole
mean,
time.
that's the big thing about boxing. I mean, it's easy for us to look back and watch it, but when you're in that ring, yeah, after the first or second round, most even well-trained people, they're going to get winded.
Oh my
They're
god!
going to
Yeah.
go for
Oh,
sure.
it's unbelievable
Yeah,
how much exhaustion
oh,
occurs over a 5-minute period if you're fighting.
Like we watched
Yeah,
some,
exactly.
we watched some older
Jeez.
UFC fights the other night. It was
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira and Tony Ferguson, and
Mhm.
that was a fucking barn burner, man. Like those
Yeah.
guys.
And that fucking
Well, that was an
armbar.
amazing fight, and when he put Tony
Oh.
Ferguson in that armbar and
I-
hyperextended his elbow,
I thought his arm was broke.
I can't believe he looked up at the clock and never tapped. And that's an
Like-
older fight, I know, but
We
It's
looked
just-
at it when it first happened, and the angle that it was on was the same angle as the arm, so it didn't look as obtuse.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
afterwards, they come around with a side angle view and showed it, and I'm telling you, it had to be like 210 degrees.
like if that was the back, like the
It was
inside your elbow,
unbelievable.
it was like curved like that.
I never seen anything
Fuck,
hyperextend that much, like a joint. That's crazy.
No.
They always break by that point.
Yeah. But anyway, it's I mean, the fight was what it was. I'm glad it wasn't like an $80 fight.
No shit. If anybody
Uh,
had to pay for that, I'm
'Cause
sorry.
if anybody paid $80 for that, I'd be fucking choked.
yeah,
It was, however, it was better than the Ben Askren Jake Paul fight because that looked to me like a phantom punch. Like I know he hit him, but it was like
and the way he
he
fell,
went
man,
down
was
kind of
just-
weird too.
People
And-
fall in a fairly predictable pattern, right?
Yeah.
We all have the same basic physiological structure, so we all kind of move the exact same fucking way.
Yeah,
And his was just like,
it was like
Forced.
that tree timber.
like it was too.
Was normally
acted,
doesn't
it
happen. You
seemed,
either like
normally you get
Fuck it,
starched, you fucking.
it's
There are the
I don't know.
occasions where yes, you do get starched, and you're like, bing, and you just fall like
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
2x4.
super stiff because you're literally knocked out and your brain
Yeah.
short circuits, and you're just like
Yeah.
right stiff and just.
so now Jake is going to fight Tyron Woodley in a boxing match. Tyron Woodley is a bad dude. Like still active fighter in the UFC. Like solid dude, big yoked up.
What
fucking-
weight class is he?
He's 170. He fights at, which means if he fights at 170 in the UFC, he probably walks around at 200 pounds.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Which means he's roughly the same size as Jake Paul. So
He's
that'll
gonna-
be
He'll eat him.
he has to. And then Jake Paul sent a tweet out, like something about it trying to entice Canelo. And Canelo just sent the emoji face back with the hand over his head, the hand over his face.
Face palm, yeah.
It's like you can't fight a guy like him, man. Not
No.
for real. If it's going to be, and you know what? To be honest, I'm probably not going to watch many more of those fights. Because
If
the
they're
build
free,
yeah. If it's like this one where it seems like he's going to be carried, if there's no bad blood, I'm not even going to watch it.
no, I want to
Like,
see
I'll
2 people
watch
go
the-
out and get at each other.
Yeah, like I'll watch the Logan Paul or the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight because I think those guys actually don't like each other. They seem to genuinely hate each other, so I don't think they're going to agree to like a makeshift exhibition fight
Yeah.
where everybody throws.
I'm like,
soft
no, we're
hands.
gonna fucking get at it.
Yeah. So, and if he fights Canelo, I think Canelo's got too much pride to sell out and do
Oh no, he'll walk in
sideshow
and he'll
fight.
be like,
I think
no,
Canelo,
I'm
if
gonna
his
fucking
Canelo's
knock
going to
out."
fight him, he's going to want to fight him.
He's gonna want to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mayweather said, he made $100 million. So, and he said after the fight, I guess somebody might have asked him, like, how could you let a guy like a YouTuber go the distance with you? Like, that's like your legacy. And he said,
Yeah.
my kid, it was the best answer I've ever heard. He said, my kids can't eat on a legacy when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
$100 million to feed them for a long time, though.
A couple years.
And you know what?
Well, he's not wrong.
Although he made $100 million on his last fight. So, like, how hungry are you kids going to go, bro?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but if I had $100 million payday in my lifetime, I'd make it last.
Yeah.
It's $100 million.
You made $100 million.
It wouldn't be that hard.
Fighting Connor. I mean, how many $100 million fights do you need?
But that's what I mean.
At least
one.
7.
Yeah.
But I guess for a guy like that to fight a YouTuber who he knows can't hurt him, or it's very unlikely he's going to hurt him.
It's got to be pretty comfortable.
He's got to go, well, this is like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. That's probably why he fought the way he did.
Yeah, like I'm going to go take a couple hits and then I'm going to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
He just had fun with it.
Yeah.
He just went out there, danced around a bit, threw a couple punches, and walked away with $100 million. I mean, who wouldn't do that, really?
If somebody said, I'll give you $50 million to fight this really, really scrawny human, I'd be like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, but
don't
try to make it a little last. Okay. Yeah, and then of course, to probably then also say, well, try to make it last a bit, make it entertaining. It's no good if he drops in the first round, right? Like, all right,
okay, I'll carry him as many rounds as you want me to.
For that much money? Jesus
now
Christ! I'll kiss him before he goes down.
Yeah,
no, fuck them. They got lots of money. Fuck those guys. But yeah, anyway, it was interesting. It was entertaining for sure.
Oh yeah, it was a good show.
Definitely entertaining.
The show itself was good. I just didn't like the fight.
Again, if you're going to have an exhibition and it's going to be a carried fight, just admit to it.
Yeah.
Don't try to sell me bullshit.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean. don't after the fight go, it's an honor to go 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, because you didn't go 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
No,
you went 8 rounds with whoever that was fighting you that let you go 8 fucking rounds.
Just sparred with him, that's all.
You had a sparring match.
Yeah, Floyd probably treated it like a sparring match. Yeah,
because if he wanted to beat the fuck out of you, he would.
Because Mayweather, man, he barely had his mouth open from breathing hard.
I don't think he did once, did he?
Other than he was talking. He did talk a bit of smack with him.
Right? But, I mean, but at least they all made a boatload of money.
Oh, my God.
Like, huge cash.
Well, and I remember, too, when I was watching the thing when they were doing, like, the initial talks, the initial press conference.
Yeah.
And Mayweather was like, I'll fucking fight you both. I'll take both of you on. Him and his brother.
Probably could.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I'll do you, and then I'll do you.
Yeah. He doesn't even need to condition himself. Like, he probably didn't even have that tough of a training camp, because I've seen him way more shredded than he was last night.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Not even comparable.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, picture it. Like, if I was a professional fighter in that kind of shape and I knew it, and all of a sudden some YouTuber was like, I'll fight you. And I'd be like, why? Well, we'll pay you $100 million.
Boy.
Yeah.
Like, all right. And I'd do nothing but smack talk and, like, just drag the fight out, just having fun with the guy. I'd be like, making him look silly, making him look foolish.
Yeah. But good on him. We'll see how the Woodley fight goes.
Yeah. So basically, they just have pretend fights for $100 million to get rich and have fancy things. And I just go out and buy gold microphones and get excited.
I don't even want $100 million.
It's very nice, eh?
I'll take $2 million to fight any professional boxer.
Absolutely,
no problem.
Absolutely.
I still said,
if I got to follow those rules,
million.
Ed's gonna do it for $1 million. If you
I'd
know
do
what,
it for $1 million,
yeah.
Listen to me, Deontay Wilder. Now that you're gonna be done and over with after you fight Tyson Fury again, let's get a match going between you and our buddy Ed.
Ooh.
I think it's fair. It'll be over quickly. Just don't kill him. And then let's get some paydays going here.
Yeah.
Stop fucking
I'm down
around.
with that.
What are we doing? I'm not
Just
fighting.
line it up.
Holy fuck. I watched him punch Luis Ortiz in the forehead and knock him out. It's terrifying. And Luis Ortiz has a big old brick for a fucking head.
That's kind of like an Ortiz thing.
Yeah, they all kind of.
Remember Tito?
Tito had a big.
Tito
old
had a
melon
cinder
too.
block on top of his body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a weirdly shaped dude, too. He's so fucking strong.
Oh my god! As soon as his shoulders stopped, his head started.
Yeah.
There was
It's
no
a
neck at all to speak
No.
of.
He's a fucking good wrestler.
Oh my god! I guess
Jesus,
so.
man, was he ever good?
I couldn't even imagine tussling with that guy. Holy
Chuck
fuck.
had his number, though.
He just lay on you. You're like, I can't tap because I can't
Oh,
move.
fuck. Chuck would beat the fuck out of him
Oh, yeah.
every time. It was terrifying. Jesus, how many times did he get knocked out by him?
That's a sniper.
Ed,
Just
what do you think of the new
fist.
studio?
Yeah, not bad, but it's not bad.
Bad, right? Yeah.
Eventually, guys, we're gonna get some signage.
We gotta get a
and we'll
sign,
get
yeah,
some
that's-
maybe some flags. If anybody watching wants to send us a cool flag,
Oh, that'd
Uh,
be cool. Yeah.
yeah. Well, hey, here's a good thing. Ever since the start, since episode 1, we have had a viewer in France.
We have.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
All the
right.
way across the pond, we have a Frenchman who watches our show and listens to us every week.
Or a newfie
Well,
that ended up in France somehow.
yeah. I was about to say somebody who's living in France anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But how cool would that be? Is if that particular person, no matter where they're actually from,
Yeah.
send a French flag.
If you
Flying
want
in
to
the
send
background,
us a
that'd be
flag,
pretty
cool.
not like a big full size fucking flag now, because
Yeah.
No.
it's only
that'd
so
be
much
big.
space,
so much
people.
room.
Make room.
But if you want to send, like just like a standard little flag, we will happily put it up on the wall here. And yeah,
He listens to every episode. Or she.
he or
It
she,
could be-
whichever.
or whatever.
Whoever it is. Yeah.
They. We won't offend
Yeah, because
anyone.
all we
We'll
know
say
is
they.
it's
Those-
just somebody in France. That's all we know.
Exactly.
There is a
But-
French person.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't talk like that. I don't mean to offend you.
I think that's offensive.
It might be.
It's a bad French accent, too.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not good at them either.
No, well,
I used to be good at impressions. I'm not now.
I can do them all right
Sure.
when I'm like not on the spot, when I'm just
But
doing
yeah,
them.
anyway, shout out to that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Thanks for the
every
support.
episode, too, man. So
Wicked.
for continuing to listen.
Don't be shy to leave a comment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Love to hear from you.
Love to hear
And,
from you.
we got to give a shout out to our boys at Bespoke and GTA. They gave us
Absolutely.
a shout out on their last podcast, and we've been
Yeah.
doing some back and forth with those guys. So, and hopefully, we're going to do a collab in the future.
Yes.
Go on
That'd
each
be-
other's shows.
that would
guests
be
and stuff
sweet.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
that'd
guys,
be
by the way. Check
fantastic.
their podcast out if you're into MMA, boxing, all that stuff. Those guys are great. They've also got some real good book recommendations.
Yes. Yes.
So check that out for sure.
Quite a
on their
diverse,
Instagram
quite
as
a
well.
diverse bunch of content from those.
Yeah,
guys,
they're good dudes for sure, and they love their Modelo.
actually.
Right. So Ed, we're finally going to take the or start to take the COVID restrictions off here as of Friday. They announced today we'll be allowed to eat outdoors on patios. Ridiculous. Just
Wow.
you still can't go in a fucking Walmart and pick up a cord or like.
Ed, I'm telling you. Okay, I moved
So,
here, right?
so I just got to ask this, not directly to you guys, but to whoever's in charge up there. How can you justify still having that kind of restrictions when your numbers are the lowest they've been since this started?
Because listen to me, their idea, Doug Ford, again,
Yeah.
his plan was you shut everything down, like all the small shops and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and then they basically got up in an uproar and said, "Hey, like what the fuck? We can't stay open, but Walmart can, and they're selling clothes when we're a clothing store." And then instead of the government being intelligent, going, you know what? Maybe these mom and pop shops who don't have millions of dollars like Walmart, and I'm not shitting on you, Walmart, just hear my point out. Why wouldn't you just say to the mom and pop shops, you can open, but you can only allow 10 people in your store at a time. Everybody has to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Instead of that, you left them closed, and then you went to Walmart and said, you can't sell T-shirts, block off your aisle. So now you can't even buy fucking socks for your kid.
Well, that's the part that kind of boggles my mind.
Oh,
is
it's crazy.
The fact that they got certain places open, but then they're restricting what they can sell.
Yeah. Well, I moved here
Like,
and I
that's
couldn't
the
even
part
buy
that
a
boggles my
fucking
mind,
laundry
right?
basket,
Yeah.
man. I was carrying around my laundry in a goddamn garbage bag because I was not allowed to buy a laundry basket.
Ridiculous.
It's not an essential item. Well, I'm like, well, I just
Yeah.
fucking moved here and I don't have one, so it's kind of essential.
Like we tried to go to the dollar store to pick up a fucking cord,
cable.
like a patch cord, and they were like, no, the aisles are blocked off.
Yeah, can't even go in them.
You can't buy anything in that aisle, but you can buy essential things, which is like food and toilet paper. And the dollar store doesn't sell food other than chocolate bars and candy.
Pretty much, yeah.
And apparently, that's essential.
So
gotta have junk, man.
The dollar store can stay open because they sell food.
Yeah.
Yes. So
But
basically,
yet a mom and pop store that doesn't sell food got to close.
yeah, all you mom and pop shops, when everything opens back up, make sure you get a drink machine, like a fridge in your place, and sell smoothies out of your fucking joint.
Yeah.
So people can come in and shop for shoes and shirts and smoothies.
That's right.
And then they can
smart,
close
find
you up next time,
loopholes.
and you'll be an essential business, and you can sell clothes curbside.
Not only that, anybody listening in Ontario, once these mom and pop shops reopen,
Everybody
spend a little bit
go.
extra.
Help
Don't
them
go to Walmart. Go to one of these places.
Yeah. Help them out.
They need the help.
Tell Walmart to suck a dick.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys. And Costco.
Need it.
You think that
Costco.
everybody going to
Fuck
Costco,
Costco.
picking up the cashews off the shelf and putting them back?
Yeah. 800
You think
people
that's
a
not
day.
the one passing COVID around?
Ugh.
You think it's the fucking restaurant that wipes the table down 40 times after they serve something? Get the
boys,
fuck
I got
outta
one.
here.
I got one for you down here in the schools. We don't have crazy restrictions like Ontario still does, but this is one that just kind of yet again boggles my mind. At the schools, they stopped using microwaves since this all started in the lunchrooms. So if kids bring anything, they can't warm it up.
Oh, right.
They have to bring things that they don't require warming up. You know what their
Why?
justification for not using microwaves are?
What?
Oh, because multiple kids touch the handles.
What about
Yeah,
a doorknob?
just like every door, every door, every surface in that school is going to be touched by every child. But yet,
Every
the
day.
microwaves,
Every
They
sink
shut down.
Tap, do they wipe down the sink taps in the bathroom?
That's what I mean. Do they now
After the
have
kids
like
go?
those
Well, that's-
bathroom valets that sit there with the
like
little
that's
mint
what I'm
and the
saying.
hand
No, they
towel?
don't have
Like,
anything. No, they don't do any of that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
so-
instead they just got rid of microwaves.
It's so fucking
Like,
ridiculous.
they don't make any
It's
sense to
the
me.
same thing as that shit that Chris was talking about last time when they wrapped a fucking orange in cellophane.
Yeah. Yeah.
You still
Oh,
got to touch the
yeah.
fucking cellophane.
Still got to take
You
it off.
dizzy bitch.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
But what their justification is, okay, is, well, if kids are washing their hands before they eat, and then they have to use a microwave. I'm like, for one, we were all kids. We know how much they're washing their hands before lunch.
Yeah,
None of
really.
them.
No, they're not.
They're
You know
not.
what I mean? And even if they did, here's a concept. You put it in the microwave, you take your food out, then you go wash your hands. If that was such a big deal. Or here's a real easy concept.
Put
Have
a
some
wipe.
freaking hand sanitizer right next to the microwave. So as
Yeah.
soon as you're done, a couple little squirts, quick little rub, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Except
How
kids
hard
would
is
never
that?
do. Kids would never do that, and they'd just be like, "Fuck this."
No, but if you got,
But
if
it's
you
there.
have
Yeah,
a,
but
if
that's
you
the
have
thing.
a staff member there
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah.
wipe down the buttons, please,"
Yeah.
they'll get the
Yeah,
habit,
exactly.
right?
It wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be
No,
that hard.
even as a
it
little
doesn't make any
kid-
sense to me.
Even
Yeah.
as a little kid, you'd much rather take that wipe and clean off the buttons than have a cold fucking lunch that was like yesterday's
That's terrible.
leftovers.
Well, that's the thing. Now
That's
everybody
horrible,
like all.
man.
Well, that's the thing. The parents now, I mean, basically, it's like sandwiches and stuff that, like cheese and crackers, whatever it is, can be cold
Yeah.
and eaten cold. Like we're running out of things to figure out to give the kids. They're getting sick of everything, right?
What kind of
Because
fucking
they're having
lunch-
the same old
and-
crap day
Yeah.
after day.
and you can't give them peanut butter and jelly because every kid's allergic.
No, that's right. Nothing with peanut butter, nothing like that. Right?
And I'm not
It's
shitting on
just-
you if you're
it-
allergic to peanut butter.
No,
I'm just saying,
it's
man.
just
No,
you're
no.
causing a burden on everybody else. No.
just man the fuck up, will
Imagine.
you? Stop being. Don't let your kids be allergic. Don't go past.
But you know
them.
what? I actually I was reading a thing on the peanut allergy,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
they're now they're pretty deep into the trials on it now, actually, where they're weaning people on to peanuts.
Oh, so you get you get immunity after a while.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it takes a while, but
For sure.
like they were talking about this one kid who like you open up something with like open up a pack of peanuts, and it's
He's
like
dead.
EpiPen now, get him to the hospital
Yeah.
just from opening the bag.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what they started doing was they started like they'd put him in a enclosed room
hmm
and just put in so many parts per million into the air, and just slowly,
Increased it until his body got used to it.
yeah.
Fuck that.
And it does show that it works.
That sounds terrible.
Hmm.
No, it'd be horrible. Like as the kid, just be like, but I'm not supposed to be around peanuts.
That sounds
This
fucking
this sounds
terrible to me.
backwards. You told me no peanuts, and now you want to give me peanuts.
Yeah.
You trying to kill me? Am I adopted?
Am I adopted?
But realistically, though, the problem with peanut allergies or any other food allergies right now in schools is the fact that without the microwaves, you're kind of limited to what you give your kids. And now you have a whole variety of things that, when it comes to nut allergies in general, that you can't put in there. And how easy would it be, like peanut butter sandwiches and all this stuff that does contain nuts? Would just be a whole new variety of things that they can take that don't require a microwave, but they can't do that either, right?
Because I'm telling you, an elementary school kid, even a high school kid, sandwich meat is sandwich meat. It don't matter if it's fucking pastrami or sun-dried tomato turkey. Yeah. It's just fucking sandwich meat. He don't care. Anybody want to trade me for something?
Yeah.
Anybody got anything they don't want?
Yeah.
I don't want this fucking crap. I had this yesterday.
I was on a Canadian North flight one time from Edmonton to McMurray, and they have a little menu there that you can have. Everything's free because it was a chartered jet by the oil company that I worked for. And she came down the aisle, and I said, "I'll have a bag of peanuts and a bottle of beer." Or no, there was no beer. It was like Coke or something like that.
Cocaine, brother?
Yeah, cocaine. Yeah.
Fuck, what a plane!
No beer,
wow. Hey, excuse me, sir. Would you like to bust one before we take off?
Yeah. And I said, "Yeah, I have the peanuts and a Coca-Cola or Pepsi, whatever." And she said, "Do you have a peanut allergy?" And I was like, "Probably wouldn't order peanuts."
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, hey, boy, really though.
And on the fucking bag of peanuts, it said may contain traces of peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "You fucking
traces?
I would hope so.
Traces in here?
If this doesn't contain traces of peanuts, I'm gonna be fucking upset."
Well, my problem is still with the wording of that. If it's a bag of peanuts, it better say it contains nuts. It shouldn't say may contain traces. Traces means there's only slim portions that are actually
that means
nuts.
that things that look like peanuts in there are not peanuts.
So is that just like
that's the first thing I'd be asking. What actually is that? Right?
What in the actual?
No, but it's just funny. It's like, you know what you should have said, Chris? Is like when she said, "Oh, do you have a peanut allergy?" Be like, "Yes." How'd you know? It's just I can't stand flying. I'd rather die. Just give me the bag.
Like, yeah, I'm just trying
to get. What do you think, right?
Listen, lady, I'm just trying to fucking end it. Give me the bag of peanuts.
Eat it out. You could be like, I don't know. I just figured I'd find out. I never had a peanut before.
I'm just rolling the dice. You know what I mean? I figured if I was going to do it, I'd do it where I can't be saved. Like
it's on my bucket list. You know,
right?
My bucket list is to hijack a plane. So I figured I'm on a plane. I might as well.
Oh, you're
have some peanuts.
You just said hijack a plane.
Oh my god! What would they do if I said?
Don't. No, you're going never. You're going on the no-fly list. Now you're fucked.
Bomb.
There's computers. You do realize there's computer servers now down in NSA just going beep 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 beep, all waking up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, all
tracking
these
all your information.
But that might be good though, because now every secret agent in America will listen to our podcast, and our ratings will go through the roof.
That's a lot of views, people.
Yeah. Our views might go up. Yeah, that's right.
Jiggity.
We love you, America.
Yeah.
Except when you elect dickheads.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I was disappointed in you for a while.
You guys do need
Actually,
to really
I'm disappointed in you now too, to be honest with you.
Thing.
Well, they didn't have much of a choice that last election, did they?
Yeah, it's a bit shady.
Things are dodgy at best.
Yeah.
When
the fuck is our election?
Hopefully very soon.
You don't like our current government, brother?
You know, I mean, there's aspects of every government that are good and not good.
Agreed.
I kind of generally do tend to lean a little bit more PC.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a liberal, probably.
I do like...
I have conservative thoughts, too, though.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, I'm not going to sit there and say, PC, fucking blue, baby, yeah!
No, I'm not like that.
I think we're all... Yeah, I was about to say, when it comes to actual, like, whether we're conservative or liberal, we're all got a bit of both.
Yeah,
because we have some very conservative mindsets, but we also have some very liberal mindsets at the same time.
The honest
subjects.
The honest fucking truth is, I really don't give a fuck what party you belong to, as long as whatever you're saying makes sense to me.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense to me, then it's not good, because I'm a fucking moron. Do you know what I mean? So if what you're saying makes no sense to me, it's probably not a good idea.
Smart people's not going to vote for you either.
You know what I mean? Like, it can't be that hard.
Yeah, but does it make no sense because you're a moron? Like that could be the thing too, right?
Nah, it's simple. People just want to have a good job and live a decent life.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
what
Well, it would be-
90%
it
of the
would be nice.
population.
Pretty much.
just saying,
That's
it
all
would
they
be
want.
Most people
to be
just want to
left
get
the
up,
fuck alone,
go to work.
so that they can do their own thing and whatever makes them happy, and
Yeah.
have some money to do those fun things with.
Yeah.
That's it. Everybody had that. I think. Well, you wouldn't have near as many angry people.
No,
I
definitely
don't
not.
think.
Not so much. Not
Yeah.
so much.
Definitely not.
So,
Speaking of anger, bro, let's get rid of some.
all right, I'm gonna burn one of these. Here we
Yeah.
go.
So these are very fucking strange, Ed. These are joints, by the way, but like they're like
Where's the lighter?
I got one somewhere.
Hang it top. Look, he's gonna have to
Holy
he's gonna have to get
fuck.
up on the first
Did you-
podcast. He's gonna have to
Did you
leave the
bit
chair.
me, bro?
For fuck's sakes.
Oh my god, you're closer. I don't even know where the fuck it is. It's probably over
Yeah,
there.
you probably know where it is better later.
All right.
Anyway, well, my brother goes and gets a lighter. Finally. Yeah, so
Hey,
it's
Chris, you need a little piece of cardboard that you can hold up and be like experiencing technical difficulties.
oh, that's a good idea. Then get one of those. We need a little like sign that goes up, it's like experiencing technical difficulties. Whenever we fuck up like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Well, Ed, I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing better with the COVID down there and all that shit. The COVID, listen to
the vid.
And our plan to roll out now after we open on Friday, apparently we have to wait 21 days for the next stage and then 21 days for the stage after that, which is fucking bananas. And I hope because they shortened this one that the rest of that is shortened, because if they open Friday, that means it's 21 days before they even think about opening gyms.
Right. Yeah.
You fucking summer is over.
Gyms are basically like
Yeah.
the last thing.
Gym, well, actually, it's probably another stage after that before gyms are open.
I could
So-
see
Yeah,
them
I'd say
being-
gyms would be near the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is ridiculous because almost no infections came from gyms. Because everything's super sanitized there.
Not,
Yeah,
not
well,
only
every
that,
single person cleans up after every
And they
time
restricted
they're-
how
Well,
many people were in
Shut up,
there.
let you join.
Yeah.
here's the thing I find funny about gyms. They're looked at as like the least essential thing ever, but people who go
Most
to the
essential.
gym are usually in better shape and take better care of themselves, and it's kind of
More
essential for them
capable.
to maintain their health.
Yeah,
Well, and they're also more
Right?
capable of dealing with
with
viruses,
With
Yeah.
sickness,
anything, yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Normally,
and
Yeah.
it takes care of a lot of stress, bro. Like
Well,
I hate the
little
fact
bit.
that I can't work out like with weights and stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like I run and shit, but like it's not the same.
well, that's the thing.
man.
When you're used to going to the gym, it is a really, really good stress reliever.
Man, I
Oh,
I
all
love
the endorphins,
I love
all the
getting in
endorphins and everything that's released when you're like actually pumping weights.
in the
Big difference.
sauna after the gym.
Mm.
I get in the sauna for 10 minutes, get in the shower, cool off, get back in for another 15. Awesome. So good.
Fancy pants in the sauna.
Well, I mean, you gotta be fancy.
All
about
I got to
something.
do to make a fucking sauna is turn off the air conditioner in here.
I was just about to say it's
I'm
turned
starting to
into
get a little bit of a
a fucking sauna.
bit
in
of a
here right
glow.
now. Holy fuck,
Is it when it's
It's-
40?
I can
fucking
imagine it's
degrees
been hot
outside?
enough down here.
man! It's like 40.
Well, it's
degrees
almost
here
10
today or
o'clock and it's still like 28 degrees.
something. And humidity.
Is through the roof.
Well,
Like,
it's
I'm gonna
it's
swim
night-
to the fridge when we're done here.
Yeah.
well, it's 10 after 11 at night here right now, and it's still 20 degrees outside, and that's here.
Fuck
So.
that.
Yikes!
That's strange for deer.
You know,
Like,
it's,
Yeah,
oh, this weekend it was super hot.
was it?
it was
Oh,
gross here too.
it was nice, but it was ugh.
So that wasn't just a local thing. That was
It's like a heat wave across the whole country.
across
Yeah,
the
probably most of
Atlantics
the Atlantic,
anyway.
like probably from Ontario right across through the Atlantic.
Yeah, because it was stupid.
On a good note,
Oh, I can imagine.
I found a very nice Asian lady to cut my hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's been like a long time, and I'm still looking for a little Asian lady to walk on my back. Ugh. After all that jackhammering today, man, she would be sorely needed. Ugh.
Beat out of your jackhammering all day.
Holy fuck.
It is not good.
Listen, man, jacking
No.
for 7.5 hours gets the arm a little tired, eh?
Not fun.
Well, the worst part though, and I even wore gloves. But
Yeah.
the worst part was where my neck was acting up this morning. My fucking arm and hand went numb, so I didn't notice when I got the big old chunk of skin
ripped
ripped off the palm of my hand
out.
because I couldn't feel the goddamn
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should do physio for a while before you get the surgery.
Just don't go to a chiropractor because those guys are bullshit.
Pop, pop, pop.
They were started by a con man and then stolen by his son.
I think there is some. I know I've known quite a few people that have
The whole thing just
certainly benefited from it. Did you
it's
have a bad
I think
experience?
it's a placebo effect.
I don't know, man.
I've
They
never
do
been to a
open up a
chiropractor
lot of
and
gaps
I'm never
and stuff.
going.
They do open up your joints. And
I don't know if things are supposed to be open though.
aligned. Yes, they are. They're supposed to be open.
And they're supposed to be
aligned.
aligned. They're supposed to be aligned. Here's the thing about chiropractors. There's too many people that rely only on chiropractors.
Hey,
And the reason that your joints and your hips or whatever are out of alignment is that you need to work out certain muscle groups that aren't getting exercise so you can
Yes.
keep all that stuff aligned.
Together.
You know
So
when you
just going to a
go to-
chiropractor isn't going to help.
No,
It's
when
just going to you're going to have to keep going back and back and
when
back.
you go to a chiropractor and it says doctor whatever on the door, you know how many years of medical school chiropractors do?
2.
None.
Oh, I don't know.
0. How the fuck do you have doctor in front of your name, bro? You lying fuck.
I don't know about that.
Look it up. They do not go to school. Like, they don't go to medical school.
No, they don't go to
Well, they
medical
still go to
school,
the
but
place.
neither
can't
do
put doctor in front of
PhDs.
you. You can't put doctor in front of
PhDs
me,
don't go to
but it's not a
PhDs can. They don't go
but
to
they're not
medical school.
medical doctors.
No, but they're still
Chiropractors are considered medical doctors, or well, they consider
Yeah, I know, it's a
themselves
bit
medical
weird.
doctors.
They can. Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's a bogus con man's
All right. Do
show.
chiropractors
You know, I was looking this stuff up.
go to medical school?
Yeah, I mean, prove me wrong.
Yeah, but they're not a medical doctor, bro.
They claim to be though.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Anyway, they're not fucking doctors.
They're chiropractic care professionals.
Dickheads. I'm on all you.
'Cause they don't
chiropractors
have a
out there.
degree.
I
They don't
know
get
what
an
you're fucking
MD.
doing. I know you're a scam.
Oh.
That'll get some traction. Maybe I can fight a chiropractor for $1 million.
I bet you he'll beat your ass, and then at the end of the fight, he'll be like, hand you a card and be like, "Oh yeah, just in case you need me, just come on over to the office."
I'd look up with pride and be like, I definitely won't need you.
As he limps away.
definitely still not coming to you. You fuck. Stomp you.
Oh, so proud, so proud.
Yeah.
He's so proud like a water bear.
Water bears.
Water bear.
Tardigrade.
Oh,
Do you see all the images that the rover sent back, man?
no.
It's pretty fucking crazy, man. All the high definition images of Mars are fucking.
Is that
Oh, yeah.
the one
Yeah.
that flies?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Did you see some of the footage
I'd
of its
look that
shadow
up.
and stuff that it was
Yeah.
taken?
Yeah.
I bet you they did that specifically so that people would be like, "Oh, okay, it actually is there." If there's a shadow,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah, because-
faked, right?
You know, people think the moon landing was fake.
Yeah. People also think the world is flat.
Can you imagine if the world?
How
was
is that
actually
fucking possible nowadays?
Because these
Honestly,
people literally live in front of their
Conspiracy
computer.
theories.
They come up with these crazy ideas, and as soon as they find enough people online that have the same idea, they think that justifies their stupidity.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm calling them stupid because I don't give a
Well,
damn.
Yeah, no,
Who
they
thinks
are
the
fucking
world is
stupid.
flat?
If you think
You're
the
an
world
idiot.
is flat,
Yeah.
you're
The-
dumb as
the world is
fucking
round, bro.
stump. Bag
Yeah.
of smashed assholes will get more productivity
Yeah.
than you.
You got to get over it. The Earth is not flat. You know, I once argued with a fella. He said, "I'm telling you, the Earth is flat," and I said, "I can't have this conversation with you because I really don't want to stoop down to your level of being an idiot." And he said, "I'll tell you why." And I was like, "All right, I'll entertain this bullshit one fucking time." So he drew a line in the sand, and then he drew an airplane up in the sky. So I guess the line in the sand was supposed to be the ground. And he said, "If the Earth is not flat, why do all planes fly straight?"
Is this the fucking
And
fastest
they have an
route between
altimeter
2
and
points?
GPS, so they follow the curvature of the Earth. That's why they stay at
Yes.
37,000 feet, not because the fucking ground is.
Even back in the days before all these electronic avionics, they still all had altimeters, and they stayed at
Yeah.
a certain altitude, and they're just flying along, and it takes such a long time. It's such a gradual curve. It's not even perceivable by the pilot.
No, because it's so
Like-
big.
Well, all I ever have to say to that argument is get in a boat that's capable of going in the ocean.
Mhm.
Go no less than 50 kilometers offshore. Make it so you cannot see land.
Yeah.
If you just look the fuck around you, you go, oh, it's not much, but this world is round.
Yeah.
You can see
Very-
it. You can
It's so
fucking
easy to see when you're
it.
out in the ocean. Yeah.
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 I've seen it so many times, man, especially at sunrise and sunset.
Yeah.
As soon
Oh,
as
yeah.
the light, like the real
Yeah.
bright part of the light, hits the crest, you can see it in the corners of your vision.
Oh, the dip. Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
for
You
sure.
can see the Coriolis effect just with your eyeballs.
Yeah. So I don't know how anybody can walk around. Yeah, it's what they say one time that the government turns the stars on at night.
Hey, guess what?
You don't got the
You
power
see my
switch.
eye, guys. You see my eyes right now. You know what color do they look like?
Blue,
Blue.
Do you know what color they actually are?
brown, because you're
Green.
full of shit.
No.
No, your eyes are brown.
They don't. No, my eyes have no color. The people only have brown in their eyes. The less brown you have, the more blue they get. So there's like hazel, then there's green, and there's
Right,
blue. That's
right,
the
right.
least amount of brown.
Right.
There's no pigment in my eye, so they look blue. The reason they look blue is the same reason the fucking sky looks blue, because we have a curved, like round Earth,
Yeah.
and as the light gets diffused through that curved atmosphere,
Yeah.
most of the blue light gets diffused out of it.
Yeah.
It saturates the atmosphere.
Right.
Our eyes are also round, and it does the exact same effect.
Yeah.
It's
So there you go,
madness.
flat earthers. Three
Yeah.
fucking bums from Newfoundland
you.
just fucking proved everything you hold dear
Sure, Newfoundland's not even flat.
incorrect.
If you think the Earth
No.
is flat,
Newfoundland is like the least fucking flat place
if you
ever,
think the Earth is flat, come to
except for
Newfoundland.
like the Himalayas.
We'll prove you different. Trust me. There's more dips and valleys
Hey,
and hills in Newfoundland.
And if they don't understand how a round planet can seem flat when you're walking around on it, there's enough space games right now where you can go land on a round planet and watch the entire process of coming down and landing. And once you get on the surface, you get your little character out, walk around, and it looks completely flat.
Yeah.
And then if you get back in your stupid little spaceship and start flying up, all of a sudden once you get far enough away, you can
It's a
see
ball.
the curvature.
Yeah.
It's not like the game animators literally all of a sudden flattens the world out. It's literally stays round.
Yeah.
It's just that once you're on that surface,
You're
it
so
looks
small.
flat because it's such a and you
Yeah.
only need a planet of about 20 kilometers wide in a video game to still look flat when you're on the surface.
Or just look
Right.
at this the images from the space station.
Oh, but that's all faked. Don't you
Oh,
know?
yeah, there's no
NASA's a
space
big
station up
global
there.
conspiracy.
Could you imagine?
Chris
There's no way we
Hadfield,
got something like that big up in space. Could
Chris
you imagine?
Hadfield
Me-
said space smells like burnt steak.
That's terrible.
And some nebulas smell like rum and strawberries
How do they know that?
because of the chemical composition.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Because they know the chemicals that make up these nebulas,
Right.
they know roughly what they would smell like.
I wonder what he means by burnt steak. Like how burnt? Because like you can
Dust.
deal with some burnt steak, but
Just
if it's burnt
dust.
steak,
You
That's a
touch
bad
it and
smell
the
to
whole
live with.
shape disappears. It just
yeah,
ash. That's burnt.
that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
do you know why he said that though?
Why?
No,
Is he
because every
gonna have
time
a
they come out
seizure?
of a spacewalk, every time they come in from space back into a space station or anything, and after a spacewalk, their suits and anything that was outside has
Farts.
that kind of burned steak smell.
Oh, okay.
Burnt birds.
And it doesn't matter whether it's made of glass or what kind of material it's made from; they all smell like that. Kind of got that odor. Right?
Hmm.
They take their helmet off and they're like, burnt steak.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
What a strange thing for space to smell like. Burnt steak.
We walk back in the
Well, see,
airlock. Jesus, why does this smell like the keg? What's going on?
That must have been weird for the first dudes that were out.
Yeah.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
they had to
spacewalk.
come in and be like,
And be like, why the fuck do I smell
What the
burnt
hell?
steak, bro?
"What the hell's going on
I
here?
smell burnt steak too.
Did can Avril send us like a care package or something?"
Weird.
What
I
they
thought we
don't
weren't allowed to
realize is
bring
just
biological things.
it's just the cosmic radiation burning their steak.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
the steak that is your flesh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the other weird thing, man. Being in space, like just deteriorates your bone density like
Oh, yeah,
ridiculously.
'cause you don't. There's no gravity.
Yeah.
No gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not that there's no
crazy.
gravity because technically
No, but-
there's
no,
still
but-
1G gravity on the space station. It's just that they're perpetually falling,
Yeah.
so they don't feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, without gravity, like when we walk around, what keeps our bones constantly growing and staying strong is
Yeah, it's
just
the pull.
walking.
Yeah.
The
Compression,
impacts. No, but
Yeah, that's
as our
it.
foot impacts the surface, it causes tiny little microscopic damage to all our bones, especially in our legs,
Yeah.
which just triggers us to constantly make new bone and keep it strong.
Keep
Like,
me
even
Right?
your,
That process kind of breaks.
Even
That
your,
process breaks down with
your
people with
muscle,
osteoporosis.
your
Yeah.
muscle deteriorates
Yeah.
so much in space.
Yeah.
Chris Hadfield, I think he lost I can't remember what it was. I don't want to say to be too wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was like a big number, like more than you would expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like-
Well, that's why they have.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it,
exercise
just-
bikes
Yeah.
that fold out of the wall and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, because even then, the problem is without experiencing the sensation of gravity, not only do your bones deteriorate because there's nothing pushing down on them,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, think about how easy it is. You're literally just floating around. There's very
Yeah.
little effort exerted to get around in a space station. You just grab onto
Well,
something, give it a little pull, and you're just floating.
Yeah.
Right?
Remember the movie
your
WALL-E?
muscles are going to break down from lack of use.
Yeah.
Remember the movie WALL-E?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they showed the X-ray scales of all the different people, like the generations,
Oh yeah.
and the
yeah.
bones kept getting smaller and smaller, and the bodies kept getting bigger and
Fatter
bigger.
and fatter.
And they were actually in a ship that had gravity. The problem is
Yeah.
that they just all just
Laid
spent their
down,
lives
lazy.
sitting.
Just laid
Yeah.
down all the time.
What a weird existence to
Oh.
have, though.
Be so strange.
But man,
Like,
go out now, go to any restaurant and look around. We're almost there because everybody's faces in their phones just all the time. Just
Oh,
sitting,
yeah,
it's
just
true.
looking at a screen. Like it's already on the way there.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's true.
scary.
Well, that's like what Elon was thinking. Like it's going to be a merger. Not so much the AI is going to come out and that AI is going to take
Yeah.
over, but
but
He's
he's
gonna-
doing that Neuralink thing
Yeah.
where he drills a quarter-size hole in your head and
yeah,
puts a microchip in.
yeah.
There was I can't remember his
Sketchy.
name now, but he was a famous scientist who came up with this. He
Von
wrote an
Braun?
equation.
Hmm.
No, he wrote an equation one time talking about the exponential growth of computers, and so far they've been following this curve exactly. And it talks about once computers get advanced enough to become self-aware, we'll also have the technology in place to literally put our consciousness into a computer. So we
Yeah.
would never have to really worry about Terminator or Matrix kind of situations
No, because we
by the
would-
time computers got that advanced, there'd be just as many real conscious, like actual intelligence in computers where people could literally download their consciousness. That's kind of
What if we're already in
Crazy.
the simulation, though?
If we're in a simulation, I got one thing to say: whoever my player is, stop fucking around.
Oh,
Okay, get your shit together, you fucks. What you got going on here? Let's fucking, you know what I mean? What are we doing here?
Straighten it out already.
Don't be so lazy, man. Fuck.
the craziest thing about that equation, though, is if it continues the way it's going, it'll be about 40 years. We'll be to that point. In
40
just
years?
40 years. 40
Yeah,
years.
that
Fuck,
does,
we'll
that
still
doesn't
be
surprise
around,
me. That'll
boys.
be within our lifetime then.
Yeah, we'll still be around.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to stay around.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I want a fucking android body.
I put myself in an
Yeah.
exo frame or something. I'm
Yeah.
down with
full
that.
robotic, full
Well,
robotic body. Yeah.
yeah.
If you think
Yeah.
about
Right
it,
down.
if you were in one of those things, you could get in a spaceship and just go explore planets.
Could you imagine going bear
Well, that's what
hunting?
they literally talked about that on a bear hunting with your bare hands. At that point, you just
Oh yeah, it's just a machine. Like,
just fucking KO him.
you're
Boom.
faster than the bear and everything. You're like,
Yeah, you know, you just come up to a bear who's over like a small falls, right? And a salmon jumps up, and you're just like, my salmon, motherfucker.
But why would you hunt
Just
the bear?
drop him. Well, why not?
You don't need to eat anymore.
Yeah, but you could give it to like a poor family or something.
That's a good point.
Help each other out,
I
people.
feel like hunting wouldn't
Share
be
the
as much
love.
fun though if you could just run up and strangle a bear.
yeah.
Well, no, but that's a whole new element, right? Because yeah, I know you're going to be super strong and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking grizzly bear. That's
Oh, yeah.
still a real strong creature.
Pretty strong, yeah. It'd be a good test.
And it can still mangle metal. Like it,
Yeah,
it
oh, yeah,
would
they're
still
strong
be
as fuck.
somewhat of
All right,
a
all right.
you know
Go fuck up
risky
with a polar bear.
endeavor.
That's the nastiest
Yeah.
one of the
Oh,
motherfuckers.
they're,
bro.
they're huge.
They're so big.
Yeah.
So big. I've seen a couple polar bear in real life.
I would ride a moose, like an Alaskan moose, and I would hang on to those giant antlers like they were monkey bars on a
We
moose.
have gone completely out in left field now.
What?
We've gone so far.
But yeah, to bring it back to somewhat to reality, but still might never come.
Gary's a
What?
robot riding an Alaskan moose.
If you could get if you could get a robotic body, they have talked about, Chris, in some documentary. Some documentaries about,
breathe.
Yeah.
You don't have to
you
get
hate
the
it when it
whole
goes
paragraph out
Yeah,
in one
not
breath.
good.
They have talked about the fact that, if you were in a robotic body, you could literally get a bunch of people on a spaceship, and if it took 100 years or 200 years to get to the
Wouldn't
next
matter.
solar system,
As long
it
as you
wouldn't
had the
matter.
power source.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as you could go nuclear at that point.
Yes, and you could even shut down your bodies. You could literally
Yeah.
just put yourself on pause because you're all electronic at this point.
That's
So you just shut everything down, everything go on autopilot. Once you entered up in the next solar system, you just boot back up, and you're like, oh, cool, look at that planet.
I'd probably go on
Like
pause for a
that'd be
few
kinda
years.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like 100.
I don't think I want to be hanging around for 100 years.
just on pause
on the same plane.
because I'd be worried like somebody else is going to come by, find the ship, and come on board and get all movie like.
No, I think you just lock it up.
Yeah.
I think like it's too big to run into somebody. Do you know what I
Well,
mean? Like you're just
be kinda
going
hard.
through space and you're like,
Depends
oh,
on
very
how
hard.
good their sensors are.
maybe fair enough. It'd be pretty cool to step out onto a like new planet. Like,
Well, here's the beauty
then
of
you
it.
wouldn't have to worry about.
But here's the beauty of it. If you're an android, just fucking step out the door.
Yeah,
Just hang on to something.
yeah. You don't really.
You don't even need a fucking suit.
Yeah,
No,
Just walk
you
out
could
the
land
door.
on a planet. You could land on any planet that wasn't hot enough to like melt metal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
As long as it wasn't crazy like that.
atmosphere that would
Didn't even-
crush you.
Yeah.
Yeah, or better yet, like a small, like picture our moon. Like it doesn't even have an atmosphere, but
You
you could just walk around on it.
Yeah, you could just chill.
on the moon, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine how much
'Cause you wouldn't need to breathe, you wouldn't
faster
need to do
you
anything.
could learn things about other planets when you could go there.
Well, you know what's
and
actually kind of
physically
cool?
do all the tests. Like,
You could, if you could literally just take off from the moon where the gravity's so low. But if at that
Yeah.
point you could literally just make your legs 2 fucking rockets
just fly around space, bro.
and just take off right from the moon. You're an android. You don't need food,
No,
so you just
you
go.
just need energy.
You just need the
Yeah, you just-
correct directional coordinates
And
and
power
boom.
source.
Well, once you're up to speed, you're
Turn it off.
you turn it off. You just fucking coast
Well,
the rest of the way.
That's where ion propulsion comes in. With ion propulsion, the biggest fuel source is electricity. It only uses a tiny bit of gas, so you wouldn't even need that much of a gas tank
Yeah.
to get up to a pretty decent speed, and then still have lots left when you get to the other side to slow back down.
Isn't that
Fuck it,
crazy?
you're an
You
android.
can
Just
turn-
superhero land.
Yeah,
Big cloud, big
Bad
mushroom cloud comes out, and you're just
bad on
like,
the knees though.
I don't think we have metal that strong that can survive re-entry, though.
No, probably not. No, not in that small of a shape.
all right, that'd be
It
pretty
has
No.
to
sick.
be way bigger.
No,
Pretty
sure.
sick.
Yeah. Doing like 30,000 kilometers an hour. Just,
Can you imagine? Holy fuck!
You end up extinction level event. You just destroy everything on the planet.
God damn it, Jim! Not another one.
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
I
you-
tell you about doing this
This
shit?
is the
Yeah,
third time. I'm not
Fuck.
taking
As
you
you're-
on these trips anymore.
Get your shit
It's
together.
just it just be funny because as you're approaching the planet, you see like a blue gem similar to looking to Earth with all this green on the continents and all this blue water, and you're like, oh wow, it looks a lot like Earth. Let's
So
go down there.
pretty.
And all of a sudden you land, and it's just like as the dust settles, you're like, this is like a desert planet. Where'd all the water go? Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Nothing but
The literal
fire.
atmosphere is on
Boiled off.
fire.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus, man, why does this keep happening?
There's still, So we haven't talked about the Pentagon releasing the footage, did we?
No,
The
I haven't
UFOs
seen the
and stuff
footage
like that.
either.
They released some more since then.
Oh,
I guess Joe had Neil deGrasse Tyson on his podcast, and he was talking about it.
that's a busy fucking
Yeah.
guy, man. Not
Yeah.
Joe, but
Yeah.
Neil.
Oh yeah, for
Neil
sure.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's so weird that you got to say his entire fucking name all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
But anyway, like, man,
Yeah,
that
he's
guy
the
is
only name that
always
you
doing
have to do that
interviews and shows and
Oh yeah.
work. Like,
But he's
Well,
he's
that's because
skeptical of
he's
it,
one
hey?
of the. Yeah, I am too. There's a good reason for it. There isn't that much of it. Like some blurry photos and some radar pings doesn't give you enough information to really go on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, but there's not really enough information.
No, well, I seen better
Right.
footage than that on Rogan's podcast when he had what's his face on there.
Dave Fravor.
Yeah, those triangles were actually quite clear and
Yeah.
like distinct.
Mm.
Distinctive.
I don't know, man. I got a hard time. I mean, I certainly believe that there's something else out there, but
Yeah.
I got a hard time thinking it's here, man. Like,
Well, here's the other thing that a lot of
why
people
the
got
fuck
to
would
get
you
over,
hide, bro?
Well, here's the other thing that a
But
lot
not
of
only
people
that,
got to
we're
get
in the middle of
over, though.
nowhere.
Well, yeah,
in our
as
own
far
galaxy.
as the galaxy goes,
Yeah.
we're on a fucking skirts. Like,
Yeah, we're out in the fringe. I mean,
But
if you
here's
look
my
at the
thing.
Milky Way galaxy, right?
everybody
Yeah.
just goes, "Oh my god, a UFO! It must be an alien." UFO does not mean alien. It just
means
means
unidentified
an object
flying
in
object.
the sky that
Yeah.
flies that you
Don't know
can't
what it
tell
is.
what the fuck it is.
Or appears to fly. It could be something
Yes.
falling, but at the right
Yes,
angle, it might look
very-
like it's flying.
Very
Mm.
true.
Okay.
Very true.
Yeah, it's a good point. If it's shooting across the sky,
Yeah.
it would look like it was. But
Yeah, because it doesn't have to necessarily fall straight. If it has some forward
No,
momentum, it's going to.
Yeah,
on a
absolutely.
diagonal, yeah. But yeah, I've got a, I don't know. It's a hard time to believe that there's been alien spaceships here and nobody's ever like legitly been like, hey,
I want to know what first
Well, if you
started
go down to the
whole
southern United
thought
States,
process of aliens and stuff.
what's that?
Like, what really got the whole aliens thing going for humans?
Space exploration.
Yeah, just speculation. I
I
think.
guess, yeah.
Just think. Well, I
It was-
mean,
it was
if you
basically
think about
back
it, if
in,
you,
like,
you knew about a planet, if you knew that the universe was full of infinite number of planets, then any like mind would go, oh, if it's infinite, then
It's
there must be
possible.
something else out there like
Yeah.
us at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your curiosity would be spiked right from there.
And that basically took about, like, I mean, you think about basically World War II around that time, maybe even a little bit earlier, 30s, possibly 40s, when we realized that, we are just a single planet and how vast the space is. We really started getting into that type of research.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, of course, all kinds of conspiracy theories started sprouting out shortly after World War II,
Yeah.
mostly because of all the
Nazi
secret
action.
projects.
Yeah.
There was so many
Operation
secret
Paperclip.
projects that many militaries were doing with secret aircrafts and all kinds of stuff where they were like, "Oh, we don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
Lots of people seen
Yeah.
crazy
We ain't
stuff.
doing nothing.
But if you look at all kinds of evidence that goes back like literally over 1,000 years, there's people have been seeing weird stuff in the sky for as long as we've been looking up.
Yeah.
It's just we only started thinking that it was aliens within the last 100 years.
years. Yeah.
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 Fair enough. Yeah.
Before that, it was just like, well, probably
What is
before
that?
that, they probably thought, oh, it's something from God. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't know.
Yeah.
Because before Galileo, we thought we were the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Or like you know what I mean? We thought the sun went around us.
We
you
thought
would-
we were
which you
literally the
would
center
think,
of
yeah.
everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would
Yeah.
think that, right? If you're not in it, like at that point in the time of humans,
Oh fuck yeah.
it would totally make sense. You stand still,
Yeah.
the sun goes around you. So
It
obviously
seems
the
like-
Yeah.
sun goes
It was-
around me.
Well, it's not like we can feel how fast the Earth
No,
is spinning
not
because
even
we're
close.
stuck here on the surface under gravity. We don't
Even
have
though
no
it's
concept. And
fucking
Yeah.
roasting.
hey, Chris, that's one of the biggest arguments with flat earthers. Like, well, if the Earth is spinning so fast, how come I don't feel it? It's like, you ever get in a plane? You're
Yeah.
sitting in a plane doing 700 kilometers an hour. Do you,
Yeah.
can
Feel
you
like you
sense
are?
that movement?
No.
You can stand up and walk to the washroom. You barely feel that you're moving at all.
Yeah.
Because you're going at a constant speed and you're going at the exact same speed as that object. So you don't
That's right.
feel any acceleration or deceleration.
Yeah.
That's all we feel is acceleration or deceleration.
Yeah.
It goes back to Newton. Like an object in motion wants to stay at motion. So
Yeah.
inertia neutralizes the sense that we're even moving.
Yeah.
You have to feel, you can only feel acceleration and deceleration.
It's
That's
the
it.
weird thing, eh? Like you don't think about it. You're sitting in the car and you're on the highway and you're doing $120.
Yeah.
You're just
Oh, yeah.
you're just sitting there in the car and you're like, yeah, doing 120. But you don't really realize, like you don't make the connection that you are also
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
120.
going that speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit different when you're standing on the side of the road, like on the side of the highway, and somebody like comes really close to you going 120 in a car, then you're like, "Poof,
Woo-hoo.
shit."
Yeah. But if you abruptly stop that car,
Yeah.
you're
You're
not
going to find
stop.
out real quick.
Oh.
Well,
That's the
you
point
are
of
because
seatbelts and
you're strapped
airbags.
in, but-
Well, that's like when I remember that accident that I
oh, that was crazy.
that
by
I
the way.
helped out with there. that
he
one,
helped out with,
Jesus Christ, no. But the one that I helped out with Nova Scotia there, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. She was easily, and she was doing the speed limit, which was 60, but there was no braking involved in that.
No,
That was just full on lamo. And no wonder your chest hurt, Dar. Like,
oh fuck,
Jesus. Man. She's like, that was the biggest thing. She was like, oh, my chest just hurts so much. I'm like, yeah? That's because you had a 2.5-inch strip, like, right across you.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. That's going to hurt.
Some people break ribs.
Absolutely.
Man, for sure.
Absolutely. Like, well, I mean, if you've ever abruptly stopped in a car, whether it's a crash or a really hard braking event,
sucks.
It doesn't feel like you move forward that much because it happens so quick. But if you ever watch some crash test footage of those crash test dummies, there's
it's like sickening.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because you realize it's like, that's so much more movement than
your
you
neck
want.
And your back,
and it's not even as bad for us, man. Think about the ladies.
No, man.
They actually have breasts, right? Like, supple ones. So that's a whole lot of bruising.
Hey, there's some men out there with breasts.
That's true. That's true. I had movies for a couple years. I used to be a big boy.
I think everybody did.
I was a big boy.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Look, that.
It is a while ago. Jacked now, brother. I'm going to get jacked.
Get there, maybe. We'll see.
Get him on all the stuff.
No, not get me on that.
Get on all of it.
Just get me on happiness and joy.
He won't want nothing to do with any supplements.
No.
Mexican supplements.
I remember one time I heard somebody say, you know what Lou Ferrigno used to say, how he got so jacked and so big?
He used to watch porn and jerk it till he was almost done and then stop and go to the gym.
Yeah, and get all the frustration out with the weights.
He says it boosted his testosterone when he was at the gym.
Yeah, well, it also boosted the size of your nuts. Can you imagine sitting down just a little bit wrong on the bench?
So uncomfortable, man. But he's a giant man.
Look at him.
Yeah, I know.
So even now, even to this day, he's still huge.
Oh, my Lord.
He's one of those guys that didn't age too bad, actually.
No.
Lou Ferrigno didn't. Usually those guys get pretty hard looking.
No, he's still pretty smooth. And
he aged pretty
well, I mean, look at Schwarzenegger when he was the governor.
Yeah.
I mean,
the governor.
He lost a lot.
The governor.
Right?
Yeah. He still looks good, though.
Governor.
Like
it does now. But I mean, he got a bit flabby. Had a lot of loose skin while he was the governor because he wasn't working out or anything, right? But then after he left all that, he's bulked right back up again.
He was screwing his maid, though.
Oh, slaying it. Yeah. Slaying that.
100%.
Get over here.
Well, let's face it. I mean,
clean it.
If we were in a position of Schwarzenegger, we could really, do what we wanted.
Hey,
nobody was going to.
It would work for that too. Harder.
Stallone is in pretty good shape.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's jacked,
you know
man.
He is ridiculous for that man's age and what he's done in his life. He is a beast.
That dude is taking.
I'm just wondering what
TRT.
He's got to be taking everything.
And all
look at the size of his skull. I was about to say because there's no way a human skull keeps growing at that age. His skull has gotten huge.
Men's do. Men's skulls, ears, and nose don't stop growing.
Well, I know about the ears and nose.
But when you take HGH,
their skull kept growing.
It gets ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's
jowls. You get that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, right?
Like, Tito Ortiz.
He's got a.
I mean,
Stallone has like a brick for a head. Just a block.
That's what I mean. You look at. I mean, just look at Schwarzenegger and look at his head and look at it now. It's basically stayed the same. And then you look at Stallone and you're like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, like, why is your head so
just keeps going?
What the fuck is going on here? But dude, all those guys from the Expendables were fucking killers, man.
Terry Crews, man.
Terry Crews is a huge dude, man.
And he's so funny, though. Like, I love his stuff,
he's
man.
Wicked,
he's wicked.
Super
he's
funny.
Wicked.
He was amazing. And
he was Eddie Berger.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
In The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. Cheeseburger Eddie. And man, he was so fucking funny.
Doing his little dance and stuff with the cheeseburger.
And Joey Diaz was hilarious.
Man.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
I listened to his podcast.
What was it he wanted? A can of what? Can of corn.
Can of corn. Like, just give me a can of corn.
Just need a can of corn. Just give me a can of corn and I'll be good.
Yeah.
Can of corn.
His
Do
podcast
you know
is
why?
funny, too.
Oh yeah, he's.
Do you know why Terry
OG.
Crews did Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Why?
The only reason Terry agreed to do Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the guys who created the show specifically wanted Terry Crews for that role. So they kept bugging him about it, and he was on the fence about it. And he's like, I'm not sure if he wants to do TV, blah, blah, blah. So then they literally sent him a script and a little note saying, like, well, we're going to call this guy Terry because that's how bad we want you in this role. So if you don't take the role, there's going to be some other guy going to be called Terry on TV because it was supposed to be you.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
Damn
Okay,
it, I gotta
fine. So
do
he
it
came in,
now.
did a couple episodes, and he was like, oh, okay, no, I can get behind this.
Oh, it was a good
He's
show.
funny
It
as
took
fuck.
me
Oh, it was wicked.
almost a whole season to actually get into it
Yeah.
because I don't really jive super well with the overly exaggerated
I know what you mean,
humor, the immature humor.
Yeah.
But after a while, I got into the characters and stuff, and yeah, man, it's a good show.
You don't like those Not Another Teen movies and all that shit?
No
Captain America back when he was a young man?
substance.
There
I
was
need
no substance
I
in
need
any
some
of those
meat,
movies.
man. I need some meat on them
Well,
bones.
What was the one called when Scream, right?
Scream? Yeah,
Those were the horror movies.
Yeah.
But what were the ones called?
Scary movie.
Scary
movie. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, see,
Say my name!
movies, the
Buddy
problem with those movies.
bastard onto the ceiling. It's like,
Strong
Jesus,
hand,
how long's
child.
it been for you, man?
Holy fuck. Jesus. That was the one where he was fucking the vacuum cleaner too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stewie?
Oh yeah,
Stewie?
Yeah.
Dewey or
Dewey.
Dewey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dewey
Yeah.
or Stewie or some shit like that.
I'm the best, still the
I
best.
told you not to disturb me when I was cleaning my room.
Yeah.
But still, the best line, I don't care what anybody says when it comes to masturbating in a movie, is go away, I'm baiting.
What's that from again?
Idiocracy.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh my god! The first time I seen that, man, I cried.
That's fucking funny,
cried.
man.
Go away! I'm baiting. I was like, oh.
Oh,
That was another movie that had an awesome Terry Crews role in it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He played
As
the president.
Yeah. Comes out
Yeah.
dancing and everything. He looked like fucking Apollo Creed from the first fucking
Well, what it was is he was one of the most popular
Rocky.
people because he was a really, really popular professional wrestler. So it was very easy for everybody to vote for him to be president because everybody knew him.
Yeah.
Like, because it's idiocracy.
Yeah.
No, I know him. I'll vote for him.
Yeah.
You know.
That movie was
Yeah,
so funny.
Oh, fuck. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up and call it a show, boys.
Absolutely.
What do you think? It was a good one for our first time in the new studio.
Yeah.
The new format. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's exciting. It's good. We got to get some more, like we said, more.
Yes,
signs
we'll
and
get
shit
some more
like that.
decorations and stuff. We're a little bit bland
Get
just
it
yet,
going, yeah.
but we are still under construction.
For sure.
Things will
So-
constantly improve.
All right, folks, check us out on YouTube, and you can find us on social media at Instagram at My Brother's Joint, and on Facebook.
Apple Podcasts. We're also on Spotify.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Google Podcast, all of them, Deezer, Stitcher, all those guys.
Everywhere. Anywhere you like to be, you'll find us there. Have us a listen. You'll like it. Hit the button. Little thumb up guy. Give him a little backhand. We
Yep.
love it when you do that. Backhands are great. Really shows somebody disrespect. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for showing up. Love you. Ciao.
See you later, everybody.
Good night, folks.
Bye.